Hey guys, welcome back to the Curly Reader. My name is Amanda, and today is week 2 of Advent Book Exchange. So, Krista from Books and Jams, Sarah from Sarah's Nightstand, and Lindsay from Lindsay's Little Library all invited me to be part of their Advent Book Exchange this year, and I am so excited. So if you missed last week's, I will link it down below, but go check out last week's episode of this, and you will see the first 6 books that I unwrapped. Each week we're each unwrapping 6 books, 2 from each person, and so this week I am unwrapping 2 more books from each individual, and so yeah, I think that's it. Let's get into this. Basically, we all bought each other 8 books, shipped them out, and we're taking 4 weeks to unwrap them, and it's gonna be so much fun. So, like I said, if you missed last week's, I will link that down below. Go back and rewatch that. You'll see what each of the girls got me last week. This week, we're gonna start with Krista. So, book number 3 from Krista says, Books You Almost Bought on Our Trip, Volume 2. So, if you didn't know, Sarah, Lindsay, Krista, and I all got together at the end of October and went on a trip together. And during that trip, we did some book shopping. And during the book shopping, we had to be very careful to watch out for people who might be purchasing books that we were already looking at getting, or that we had already purchased for that person. And I have a feeling that Krista had already purchased a lot of the books that I was looking at picking up. So, yeah. This is volume 2. Last week, she gave me one that I almost picked up on our trip. Let's see what she got me this week, though. All right, let's see. I'm so excited. I was kicking myself for not getting this on our trip. This is Dear Mrs. Bird by A.J. Pierce. This comes highly recommended from Gloria Thompson. And yeah, this is one of her favorite books. And I had seen this on the trip, and I was just kicking myself because I didn't grab it. And I'm like, I should have gotten it. I should have gotten it. I got it. I actually recently, in November, listened to this on audio, and I really enjoyed it. And so I am so glad to have the physical copy on my shelf because it's one that I'm going to definitely keep. This is about a girl who in 1940s, she is living in London like during the Blitz, and she wants to become a journalist, and so she takes a job at a magazine, and she is working for like an advice columnist, and it's just kind of about what happens as a result of that. But she's also like a volunteer for the fire brigade and stuff, and so there's a lot of moving parts. A very similar atmosphere as the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, but more during the war. So anyway, very excited. Thank you, Krista. All right, should we move on to one from Sarah? Let's open one from Sarah. For your trip to Savannah, you can tour this house. So I am planning a trip to Savannah with my mom in the spring, and Sarah knows that. She's been giving me all sorts of tips because she's been there before, but now I'm curious because this house is in Savannah. Ooh, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. I think I owned this once upon a time, many, many, many moons ago. I know that this is like been around for a while, but I have no idea really what it's about. It says, genteel society ladies who compare notes on their husbands' suicides. A hilariously foul-mouthed black drag queen. A voodoo priestess who works her roots in the graveyard at midnight. A morose inventor who owns a bottle of poison powerful enough to kill everyone in town. A prominent antiques dealer who hangs a Nazi flag from his window to disrupt the shooting of a movie. And a redneck gigolo whose conquests describe him as a walking streak of sex. These are some of the real residents of Savannah, Georgia, a city whose eccentric mores are unerringly observed and whose dirty linen is gleefully aired in this utterly irresistible book. At once a true crime murder story and a hugely entertaining and deliciously perverse travelogue. We'll see. I'm intrigued. Like I said, I've seen it around. I think I might have owned it at one point, but we'll see. All right. Oops, I try to keep the tags and put them in the books. I forgot to put this one in here. All right. So now onto a book from Lindsay. Lindsay says, I'm taking a chance with this one, a YA mystery with a little romance and maybe a ghost. I don't know. What is this? I'm the worst at unwrapping things, guys. Hold on. I should unwrap it all the way. Marie Antoinette, serial killer. Let them eat cake and die. The City of Light just got a little darker. Colette Eastling is excited to go to Paris on a class trip. She'll get to soak up the beauty and culture and maybe even learn something about her family's French roots. But a series of gruesome murders are taking place across the city, putting everyone on edge. And as she tours museums and palaces, Colette keeps seeing a strange vision, a pale woman in a ball gown and powdered wig who looks suspiciously like Marie Antoinette. Colette knows her popular, status-obsessed friends won't believe her, so she seeks out the help of a charming French boy. Together they uncover a shocking secret involving a dark hidden history. When Colette realizes she herself may hold the key to the mystery, her own life is in danger. That cover's really cool again. But, sounds interesting. We'll give it a shot. Gotta get these tags off. There we go. All right. Sheesh, all the murder mysteries this time around. All right, back to Krista, number 4. A memoir, that's not a word, memoir, I've heard is fantastic. What do you think it is? I love memoirs. A Long Way Gone, memoir of a boy soldier. Ooh, I've heard of this. This sounds really good. At the age of 12, Ishmael Bea fled attacking rebels in Sierra Leone and wandered a land rendered unrecognizable by violence. By 13, he'd been picked up by the government army, and Bea, at heart a gentle boy, found that he was capable of truly terrible acts. At 16, he was removed from fighting by UNICEF, and through the help of the staff at his rehabilitation center, he learned how to forgive himself, to regain his humanity, and finally to heal. That sounds phenomenal. That definitely sounds like something I would really, really enjoy reading. So, thank you, Krista. Oh, that sounds so good. All right. Sarah, number 4. Newbery Honor Book, magical tale with beautiful illustrations. I love books with illustrations. I'm such a child, but I love books with. Ooh. Let's see. Where the Mountain Meets the Moon by Grace Lynn. This one does have absolutely gorgeous illustrations in it. See if I can find one that's not just a chapter header. This is, I believe it's Chinese. Oops, there's one. I was trying to find a good one. So there's illustrations in it. And it's about a girl who, I don't remember. It has to do with fairy tales, though. I know that. And then there's like different fairy tales like woven throughout it as well, I think. I don't know. I've heard that this one is absolutely phenomenal. So thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited for that one. All right. And then the last one from Lindsay says, I know you love a good deal, so here's 2 for 1. Lindsay, that is cheating. One of them is the first in a series, and both are magical. Lindsay, you cheated. Cheating's not allowed. As Lindsay would say, if you're not cheating, you're not playing. Lindsay, when we would play games on our trip, she was a cheater. Just saying. We love her for it, but she's definitely a cheater. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this looks so cute. Star Friends Mere Magic. Oh my goodness. This looks so stinking adorable. Ah, I love it. All right, and then A Room Away from the Wolves by Nova Ren Suma. This cover, oh my goodness, looks so good. After too many lies and too much trouble with friends and her stepsisters, even with her mother, Bina finds herself on the side of the road. New York, the city of her dreams, calling for her. She has a fresh black eye, a room waiting for her at Catherine House, a woman's residence in Greenwich Village with a tragic history, dark magical streets. There, Bina is drawn to her enigmatic neighbor Monet, who is everything Bina is not, bold, intriguing, and dangerous. But as Bina's time at Catherine House begins to run out, and nightmare and memory are inseparably tangled, she is forced to face the terrible truth of how and why she's arrived there, and what it will cost for her to leave. That sounds really good. That cover, seriously. Oh my goodness. And this one is just so stinking cute. All right. So, well, I guess it's not 6 books. I guess it's 7 books this time. These are the 7 books. From Lindsay, we have Star Friends, A Room Away from the Wolves, and Marie Antoinette Serial Killer. From Sarah, we have Where the Mountain Meets the Moon and Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. And from Krista, we have A Long Way Gone and Dear Mrs. Bird. So, if you've read any of these, other than Dear Mrs. Well, if you've read any of these, let me know what you think of them. And which one should I prioritize other than Dear Mrs. Bird, because I already read it and I love it. So you should go read it. But yeah, let me know what you think. And be sure to go check out Sarah and Lindsay and Krista's channels and see what I got them and what they got each other. And stay tuned next week for the next installment where I will unwrap another 6 books. And the fun just keeps on going and going and going. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you stick around and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.